Ever feel like time is slipping through your fingers? The audiobook, Winning the Clock, Time Mastery for Critical Thinkers, reveals how to use critical thinking frameworks to master time, transforming your productivity and life satisfaction. You'll learn to make strategic decisions, minimize regrets, and balance short-term actions with long-term goals. Don't let another day pass you by in a blur of missed opportunities and unfulfilled potential. Discover the art of intentional time use and unlock your full potential. Your future self will thank you. Before we go on, I invite you to download the free bundle, which contains the ebook version of this book and an executive summary of all the chapters with the key takeaways. Studies show that engaging with content through multiple formats significantly enhances learning and retention. Click on the first link in the description to claim your free bundle now and maximize your learning potential. Now it's free, but it won't be for long, so make sure to grab it while you can. Chapter 1. Begin with intent. Time is the most precious resource we have. It's the great equalizer, gifting each of us with the same 24 hours every day. Yet, why do some people seem to accomplish so much more than others? The answer lies not in having more time, but in mastering the art of using it intentionally. As you embark on this journey to master your time, you're taking the first step towards transforming your life. This isn't just about ticking off tasks on a to-do list or cramming more activities into your day. It's about aligning your time with your deepest values and most important goals. It's about living with purpose and intention, making every moment count. But where do we begin? The path to time mastery starts with a fundamental shift in perspective. We need to move away from viewing time management as a set of productivity hacks or quick fixes. Instead, we must approach it as critical thinkers, analyzing our use of time with the same rigor we'd apply to any complex problem. This critical thinking approach to time management is the foundation of everything we'll explore in this book. It's about questioning assumptions, examining patterns, and making deliberate choices. It's about understanding that every decision we make about our time has consequences, both immediate and long-term. As you progress through this book, you'll develop a foundational understanding of intentional time management. This isn't just about learning techniques. It's about cultivating a mindset. You'll start to see your daily activities not as isolated tasks, but as part of a larger picture. You'll learn to align these activities with your core goals, ensuring that your day-to-day actions are moving you towards your most important objectives. But this is just the beginning. If you continue to apply and refine these principles, you'll find yourself on a path to true time mastery. Over time, you'll develop the ability to make decisions about your time with confidence and clarity. You'll find yourself consistently aligning your actions with your long-term objectives, not just occasionally, but as a matter of habit. The journey to time mastery involves several crucial steps. First and foremost is the identification of your core goals. These are not just any goals, but the ones that truly matter to you, that align with your values and vision for your life. Without this clarity, any attempt at time management is like sailing without a destination. You might be moving, but you're not really going anywhere. Once you've identified these core goals, the next step is setting clear intentions for how you'll use your time. This involves more than just scheduling. It's about making conscious decisions about what deserves your time and attention. It's about saying yes to what matters and no to what doesn't. You might wonder why we're starting here with goals and intentions rather than diving straight into time management techniques. The reason is simple. Clarity precedes mastery. Without a clear understanding of what you're trying to achieve, even the most sophisticated time management system will fall short. By starting with your goals and intentions, we create a solid foundation for everything that follows. Moreover, this approach follows a logical progression from understanding to application. We begin by clarifying our objectives, then move on to setting intentions, and finally to implementing strategies. This order ensures that our time management efforts are always aligned with our larger purpose. Understanding the true value of time management is crucial to this process. It's not just about getting more done, It's about getting the right things done. It's about ensuring that your limited time is invested in activities that truly matter to you. This is where critical thinking comes into play. By applying critical thinking to our use of time, we can cut through the noise of busy work and focus on what's truly important. This critical thinking approach to time involves questioning our assumptions about how we should spend our time. It means examining our habits and routines with a discerning eye. Are we spending time on activities out of habit or obligation, rather than because they align with our goals? Are we saying yes to commitments that don't serve our larger purpose? By asking these questions, we can start to make more intentional choices about our time. Aligning time management with our core goals is the next crucial step. This alignment is what transforms time management from a chore into a powerful tool for achieving what matters most to us. It's about ensuring that our daily activities are not just busy work, but meaningful steps towards our larger objectives. To achieve this alignment, we need to set clear intentions. This starts with defining your why, your fundamental reason for wanting to master your time. Is it to achieve a specific goal? To have more time for relationships? To reduce stress and increase fulfillment? Whatever your reason, it needs to be compelling enough to motivate you through the challenges of changing ingrained habits. Once you've defined your why, you can create purposeful time management strategies. These aren't one-size-fits-all solutions, but personalized approaches that take into account your unique goals, circumstances, and challenges. They're strategies that not only help you manage your time more effectively, but also move you closer to your core objectives with each passing day. The power of intentional time use cannot be overstated. When we use our time with intention, we become active creators of our lives rather than passive responders to circumstances. This involves mindful decision-making, being aware of the choices we're making about our time and understanding their implications. Mindful decision-making about time use means pausing before saying yes to a commitment, considering whether it aligns with our goals and values. It means regularly reviewing our schedules and activities to ensure they still serve our purpose. It means being willing to let go of time-consuming activities that no longer contribute to our objectives. Cultivating awareness in our daily activities is another crucial aspect of intentional time use. This means being present and engaged in what we're doing, rather than constantly multitasking or allowing our minds to wander. It means recognizing the value of the task at hand and giving it our full attention. As we cultivate this awareness, we start to notice patterns in how we use our time. We become more attuned to our energy levels throughout the day and can plan our activities accordingly. We begin to recognize time wasters and can take steps to eliminate them. This heightened awareness becomes a powerful tool for ongoing improvement in our time management. The journey to time mastery is not a quick fix or a one-time effort. It's an ongoing process of learning, adjusting, and refining. As you progress through this book, you'll gain new insights and strategies for managing your time more effectively. But the real power lies in consistently applying these principles over time. As you continue on this path, you'll find that managing your time becomes easier and more natural. The strategies you learn will become habits, requiring less conscious effort. You'll develop an intuitive sense of how to prioritize your activities and make decisions about your time. But this is just the beginning. In the chapters that follow, we'll delve deeper into the intricacies of time management, exploring concepts that will challenge your thinking and transform your approach to time. We'll examine how every choice you make impacts your time and learn to automate routine decisions to conserve mental energy. We'll navigate the complex trade-offs inherent in time management and discover how to minimize future regrets through confident decision-making. Are you ready to take control of your time and, by extension, your life? The journey ahead promises not just increased productivity, but a profound shift in how you perceive and use your most valuable resource. As we move forward, prepare to unlock the secrets of choice impact and discover how even the smallest decisions can have far-reaching effects on your time and goals. Before we continue, Make sure to subscribe to Grow to the Top and activate notifications to receive more self-improvement tips that will supercharge your growth. And make sure to give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends. It really helps the channel grow. Thank you for your support. Chapter 2, Choice Impact. Every day, we make countless decisions. Some seem trivial, like choosing what to wear or which route to take to work. Others feel monumental, like deciding on a career change or where to live. But what if I told you that every single one of these choices, no matter how small, has a profound impact on your time and by extension, your life? This is the essence of what we call choice impact. It's a concept that might seem simple at first glance, but its implications are far-reaching and potentially life-changing. As we delve deeper into this chapter, you'll begin to see how each decision you make creates ripples that affect not just your immediate future, but your long-term goals and aspirations as well. Understanding the long-term impact of daily decisions is crucial for mastering time management. It's easy to dismiss small choices as inconsequential, but when viewed collectively, they shape the very fabric of our lives. That extra 5 minutes you spend scrolling through social media might seem harmless, but multiply it by 365 days, and suddenly you've lost over 30 hours in a year. Time that could have been invested in pursuing your goals or nurturing relationships. But it's not just about avoiding time wasters. It's about recognizing the cumulative power of positive choices too. A daily 15-minute learning session might not feel significant in the moment, but over a year, it amounts to over 90 hours of skill development. This is the magic of compound effect in action, applied to your most precious resource, time. Enhancing your decision-making awareness is the first step towards harnessing this power. It involves developing a keen sense of the choices you're making throughout the day and their potential consequences. This awareness acts as a spotlight, illuminating the myriad decision points that often pass by unnoticed. As you cultivate this awareness, you'll start to see the intricate web of cause and effect that your choices weave. This is what we call the ripple effect of decisions. Like a stone thrown into a pond, each choice you make sends out waves that interact with and influence other aspects of your life. Central to understanding this ripple effect is the concept of opportunity cost. In economics, opportunity cost refers to the loss of potential gain from other alternatives when one alternative is chosen. In the context of time management, it means that every time you say yes to something, you're inherently saying no to something else. For instance, when you decide to attend a non-essential meeting, you're not just committing that hour of your time, you're also forfeiting the opportunity to use that hour for focused work, personal development, or rest. The true cost of that meeting isn't just the time spent in it, but also the potential value of what you could have done instead. This brings us to the critical task of analyzing short-term versus long-term consequences. It's human nature to prioritize immediate gratification over long-term benefits. However, effective time management often requires us to delay immediate pleasures for greater future rewards. The challenge lies in developing the foresight to see beyond the immediate and consider the long-term implications of our choices. Developing decision awareness is a skill that can be cultivated with practice. It starts with recognizing decision points in daily life. These are moments when you have the power to choose between two or more options. They occur far more frequently than most people realize, from deciding whether to hit the snooze button in the morning to choosing how to spend your evening. Once you've identified these decision points, the next step is evaluating the time impact of your choices. This doesn't mean agonizing over every minor decision, but rather developing a habit of quickly assessing the potential consequences of your choices. Ask yourself, how will this decision affect my time, not just today, but in the coming weeks, months, or even years? As you become more adept at recognizing and evaluating your choices, you can start implementing strategies for impactful decision-making. One key strategy is prioritizing high-impact choices. These are decisions that have the potential to significantly move you towards your goals or dramatically improve your productivity. High-impact choices often involve saying no to things that don't align with your priorities, even if they seem appealing in the moment. It might mean turning down a project that doesn't contribute to your long-term objectives, or setting boundaries on social commitments to protect your productive time. Equally important is minimizing time-wasting decisions. These are often small, habitual choices that eat away at your time without providing significant value. It could be constantly checking your email, engaging in unproductive meetings, or allowing yourself to be frequently interrupted. One effective way to minimize these time wasters is to automate or standardize certain decisions. For example, you might decide in advance what you'll wear each day of the week, or set specific times for checking and responding to emails. By reducing the number of small decisions you need to make, you free up mental energy for more important choices. To truly internalize the concept of choice impact, it's helpful to engage in practical exercises. One powerful exercise is journaling your daily decisions and their outcomes. At the end of each day, take a few minutes to reflect on the key choices you made and their consequences. Did that impromptu coffee break energize you for a productive afternoon, or did it derail your focus? Did saying yes to that last-minute request help build an important relationship, or did it prevent you from completing a crucial task? Over time, this journaling practice will help you identify patterns in your decision-making and their impacts on your time management. You'll start to see which types of choices consistently lead to positive outcomes and which ones tend to hinder your progress. Another valuable exercise is analyzing past decisions for opportunity costs. Look back on some significant choices you've made in the past month or year. For each decision, consider not just what you gained, but what you had to give up. This exercise can be eye-opening, revealing hidden costs of choices that seemed beneficial at the time. As you apply these concepts and exercises, you'll start to see improvements in your decision-making and time management. At the most basic level, you'll develop an improved awareness of decision impacts. You'll find yourself naturally pausing to consider the consequences of your choices more often. With continued practice, you can reach a level of excellent performance where you're consistently prioritizing impactful choices. You'll become adept at quickly assessing the potential outcomes of your decisions and choosing options that align with your goals and values. The ultimate goal and the best possible outcome is achieving mastery of decision-making aligned with your time goals. At this level, making choices that optimize your time becomes second nature. You'll navigate your days with a clear sense of purpose, confidently making decisions that propel you towards your objectives. Of course, as with any skill, there can be pitfalls along the way. One common issue is overanalyzing decisions. In an attempt to always make the perfect choice, you might find yourself paralyzed by indecision. The solution is to set time limits for decision-making. For minor decisions, give yourself no more than a minute or two. For more significant choices, set a reasonable deadline and stick to it. Another potential problem is ignoring long-term impacts in favor of short-term gains. This can happen when we lose sight of our bigger goals amidst the daily grind. The remedy is to regularly review your long-term goals. Make it a habit to reconnect with your aspirations weekly or monthly, ensuring that your daily choices align with your broader vision. As you continue to explore the concept of choice impact, you'll discover that it's not just about making better decisions, it's about transforming your relationship with time itself. You'll start to see each moment as an opportunity, each choice as a step towards your ideal future. But choice impact is just one piece of the time mastery puzzle. As we move forward, we'll explore how to take this awareness to the next level. How can we streamline our decision-making process to conserve mental energy? What if there was a way to automate certain choices, freeing up our minds for more important matters? In the next chapter, we'll delve into the intriguing world of decision triggers and uncover how they can revolutionize your approach to time management. Chapter 3: Decision Triggers. Have you ever felt mentally drained at the end of a day, even though you didn't engage in any physically strenuous activities? You're not alone. This phenomenon is more common than you might think, and it's directly related to the countless decisions we make throughout our day. But what if there was a way to lighten this mental load? What if you could set up a system that makes some decisions for you, freeing up your mental energy for more important matters? This is where the concept of decision triggers comes into play. It's a powerful strategy that can revolutionize your approach to time management and decision-making. But before we dive into the specifics, let's explore why this concept is so crucial for mastering time management. Imagine your mind as a battery. Every decision you make, no matter how small, drains a bit of that battery's power. By the end of the day, after making hundreds of decisions, your mental battery is depleted. This depletion affects your ability to make good choices, especially when it comes to important decisions that require careful consideration. By implementing decision triggers, you're essentially putting certain decisions on autopilot. This automation reduces the cognitive load for more important decisions, allowing you to conserve your mental energy for tasks that truly matter. It's like having a personal assistant who handles the routine stuff, leaving you free to focus on the big picture. Moreover, decision triggers help streamline your daily routines. When you don't have to consciously decide what to do next in a sequence of tasks, you can move through your day with greater efficiency and less stress. This streamlining effect can save you significant time and mental energy over the long run. To fully appreciate the power of decision triggers, we need to understand the concept of decision fatigue. This phenomenon occurs when the quality of our decisions deteriorates after a long session of decision-making. It's why judges tend to make harsher decisions later in the day, and why you might find yourself impulse buying at the checkout counter after a long shopping trip. The cognitive cost of constant decision-making is real and measurable. Each decision, no matter how trivial, requires mental energy. When we deplete this energy, our ability to make wise choices diminishes. We become more likely to either act impulsively or avoid making decisions altogether. Recognizing the signs of decision fatigue is crucial. Do you find yourself procrastinating more as the day progresses? Do you tend to make impulsive decisions in the evening? These could be signs that you're experiencing decision fatigue. Other indicators include increased irritability, a tendency to take shortcuts, and difficulty concentrating. Now that we understand the problem, let's explore the solution: automating routine choices. The key is to identify decisions that are suitable for automation. These are typically recurring choices that don't require much thought or have clear, predefined outcomes. For instance, deciding what to wear each morning is a classic example of a decision that many successful people automate. By choosing your outfit the night before or having a set wardrobe rotation, you eliminate one decision from your morning routine. This might seem small, but remember, it's the cumulative effect of many such automations that makes a significant difference. Creating effective decision triggers involves setting up cues or systems that prompt automatic responses. These triggers can be based on time, e.g., checking emails at set intervals, location, e.g., always going to the gym on your way home from work, or preceding actions, e.g., always reviewing your to-do list after lunch. The beauty of decision triggers lies in their ability to conserve mental energy. By automating routine decisions, you're freeing up cognitive resources for high-impact decisions that truly require your attention and creativity. These are the decisions that can significantly affect your life or work, strategic choices that deserve your full mental capacity. To effectively manage your mental energy, it's crucial to prioritize these high-impact decisions. Identify the choices that align most closely with your goals and values, and ensure you tackle these when your mind is fresh. This might mean scheduling important meetings or brainstorming sessions for times when you're typically at your mental peak. There are several strategies you can employ for mental energy management. One effective approach is to batch similar tasks together. For example, you might designate specific times for answering emails, making phone calls, or working on creative projects. This reduces the mental strain of constantly switching between different types of tasks. Another strategy is to create decision-free zones in your day. These are periods where you've predetermined your actions, eliminating the need for on-the-spot decisions. For instance, you might have a set routine for the first hour of your workday, allowing you to start your day with momentum and without decision stress. To put these concepts into practice, try this exercise. Make a list of your daily repetitive tasks. These could be anything from choosing what to wear, to deciding when to check your emails, to figuring out your workout routine. Once you have this list, look for opportunities to automate these decisions. Next, create decision triggers for these routine activities. For example, you might decide that every time you finish a task, the trigger, you'll immediately update your to-do list, the automated response. Or perhaps when your watch shows 10 p.m., the trigger, it's time to start your bedtime routine, the automated response. As you implement these decision triggers, you'll start to see positive changes in your daily life. At a basic level, you'll experience reduced decision fatigue. You'll find yourself feeling mentally fresher, especially towards the end of the day when you typically might have felt drained. With consistent application, you can achieve excellent results in the form of highly efficient daily routines. Your days will flow more smoothly, with less mental friction as you move from one task to another. You'll likely find that you're accomplishing more without feeling as tired. The best possible outcome is an enhanced focus on strategic decisions. When you're not bogged down by routine choices, you can devote more mental energy to the decisions that truly matter, the ones that can significantly impact your life and work. This is where the real power of decision triggers becomes apparent. However, as with any productivity strategy, there are potential pitfalls to be aware of. One common issue is over-automation. While automating decisions can be incredibly helpful, it's possible to take it too far. If you find yourself feeling robotic or missing out on joyful spontaneity, it might be time to reassess your automated decisions. The solution is to regularly review your automated tasks. Are they still serving you well? Are there areas where you might benefit from reintroducing conscious choice? This periodic review ensures that your decision triggers remain helpful rather than restrictive. Another potential problem is ignoring unique situations. While decision triggers work well for routine scenarios, life often throws curveballs that require fresh thinking. The key is to allow flexibility in your triggers. Recognize that there will be times when it's appropriate, even necessary, to override your automated responses. As you continue to refine your use of decision triggers, you'll discover a new level of mental clarity and focus. You'll find yourself with more energy for the things that truly matter, whether that's tackling complex problems at work or being fully present in your personal relationships. But decision triggers are just one piece of the puzzle when it comes to mastering your time and energy. As we move forward, we'll explore an even more nuanced aspect of decision-making. How do we navigate the complex web of trade-offs that come with every choice we make? In the next chapter, we'll delve into the intriguing world of trade-off theory and uncover how understanding this concept can elevate your decision-making skills to new heights. Chapter 4, Trade-off Theory. In the grand tapestry of life, every thread we choose to weave comes at the expense of another. This fundamental truth lies at the heart of what we're about to explore, a concept so pivotal to time management that mastering it can revolutionize how you approach every decision in your life. Imagine standing at a crossroads, each path stretching out before you, promising different destinations. You can only choose one, and with each step forward, the other paths fade into the distance. This is the essence of the trade-off we face every day, often without even realizing it. But why is understanding this concept so crucial for mastering time management? The answer lies in the very nature of time itself. Time is the great equalizer. We all have the same 24 hours in a day, no more, no less. It's a finite resource, and once spent, it can never be reclaimed. This immutable fact underscores the importance of every choice we make about how we use our time. Recognizing the finite nature of time is the first step towards making wiser decisions about its allocation. When we truly internalize this concept, we begin to see each moment as precious, each choice as significant. It's not about becoming anxious or overly rigid about time use, but rather about developing a deep appreciation for the value of each passing minute. This awareness leads us to the crux of our discussion, making informed decisions on time allocation. Every time we say yes to one task or activity, we're inherently saying no to countless others. This is where the concept of trade-offs becomes not just theoretical, but intensely practical. To truly grasp the nature of time management trade-offs, we need to delve into the concept of opportunity cost. In economic terms, opportunity cost refers to the potential benefits an individual misses out on when choosing one alternative over another. In the context of time management, it represents the value of the best alternative use of your time. For instance, when you decide to spend an hour watching television, the opportunity cost isn't just the hour itself, but what you could have accomplished in that hour. Perhaps reading a chapter of a book, having a meaningful conversation with a loved one, or making progress on a personal project. Understanding opportunity cost helps us make more conscious, deliberate choices about how we spend our time. But not all trade-offs are obvious. Many are hidden, lurking beneath the surface of our daily decisions. These hidden trade-offs can be the most insidious, slowly eroding our productivity and satisfaction without us even realizing it. They might manifest as the gradual neglect of long-term goals in favor of short-term gratification, or the slow drift away from our core values due to a series of seemingly innocuous choices. Identifying these hidden trade-offs requires a heightened level of self-awareness and a willingness to critically examine our habits and routines. It involves asking ourselves tough questions. What am I giving up by making this choice? Is this the best use of my time right now? How does this decision align with my long-term goals? This brings us to a crucial aspect of trade-off theory, prioritizing long-term value. In our fast-paced world, it's all too easy to fall into the trap of chasing short-term rewards. The immediate gratification of crossing a small task off our to-do list can be tempting, but it's often at the expense of making progress on more significant long-term objectives. Assessing short-term versus long-term rewards is a skill that can be developed with practice. It involves looking beyond the immediate satisfaction of completing a task and considering its impact on your future self. Will this choice move you closer to your long-term goals? Will you look back on this decision with satisfaction a year from now, or with regret? Developing techniques for valuing future outcomes is essential in this process. One effective method is to imagine your future self looking back on the decision you're about to make. How will they feel about it? Another approach is to assign a numerical value to different outcomes, considering both short-term and long-term impacts. This can help make the trade-offs more tangible and easier to compare. Making informed trade-off decisions requires a systematic approach. Developing a framework for evaluating trade-offs can provide structure to what might otherwise feel like an overwhelming process. This framework might include questions to ask yourself when faced with a decision, criteria for assessing different options, or a method for weighing short-term versus long-term impacts. Balancing competing priorities effectively is perhaps one of the most challenging aspects of time management. It's rare that we face a clear-cut choice between a good option and a bad one. More often, we're navigating between multiple worthwhile pursuits, each with its own set of potential benefits and drawbacks. To help navigate these complex decisions, consider using a decision matrix. This tool allows you to visually map out your options, considering factors such as urgency, importance, long-term impact, and alignment with your core values. By assigning weights to these factors, you can gain a clearer picture of which tasks or activities deserve your time and attention. Practicing prioritizing tasks based on long-term impact is another valuable exercise. Start by listing out your current tasks and projects. For each one, consider its potential impact 1 month, 1 year, and 5 years from now. This exercise can be eye-opening, often revealing that tasks we perceive as urgent in the moment may have little long-term significance. As you begin to implement these strategies, you'll likely notice some immediate improvements. At a basic level, you'll develop improved prioritization skills. You'll find yourself more readily able to distinguish between tasks that truly deserve your attention and those that can be delegated, delayed, or eliminated. With consistent practice, you can achieve excellent results in the form of a consistent focus on long-term goals. You'll notice that your daily actions align more closely with your broader objectives, leading to a greater sense of purpose and satisfaction in your work and personal life. The best possible outcome is achieving mastery of time allocation for maximum impact. At this level, you're not just managing your time, you're leveraging it as a powerful tool to create the life and results you desire. You'll make decisions with confidence, knowing that you're consistently choosing the path that offers the greatest long-term value. However, as with any powerful tool, there are potential pitfalls to be aware of. One common issue is overvaluing short-term gains. The allure of immediate results can sometimes blind us to the greater value of long-term investments of our time. The solution is to regularly review your long-term objectives. By keeping your big-picture goals at the forefront of your mind, you're less likely to be swayed by short-term temptations. Another potential problem is neglecting urgent tasks in favor of long-term projects. While focusing on long-term value is generally a good strategy, there are times when immediate action is necessary. The key is to balance urgency with importance. Develop the discernment to recognize truly urgent matters that require your immediate attention while still maintaining your focus on long-term priorities. As you continue to refine your understanding and application of trade-off theory, you'll discover a new level of clarity in your decision-making. You'll find yourself making choices with greater confidence, secure in the knowledge that you're allocating your time in a way that aligns with your deepest values and most important goals. But even as you master the art of navigating trade-offs, a new challenge emerges on the horizon. How can we ensure that the choices we make today don't lead to regret tomorrow? In the next chapter, we'll explore a powerful concept that can help us make decisions with greater confidence and peace of mind. Get ready to discover how to minimize regrets and take your time management skills to an entirely new level. Chapter 5: Minimize Regrets. Have you ever found yourself lying awake at night, replaying a decision in your mind, wondering if you made the right choice? That nagging feeling, that whisper of doubt, it's a universal human experience. But what if there was a way to make decisions that left you feeling confident and at peace, even in the face of uncertainty? This chapter introduces a powerful concept that can transform your approach to decision-making and time management. It's a strategy that not only helps you make better choices, but also frees you from the paralysis of indecision and the weight of second-guessing. As we explore this idea, you'll discover how to navigate life's crossroads with greater assurance and less stress. But why is this so crucial for mastering time management? The answer lies in the hidden cost of indecision and regret. Every moment spent agonizing over a past decision or hesitating in the face of a new one is a moment lost, time that could have been invested in productive action or meaningful experiences. Building confidence in decision-making is about more than just feeling good about your choices. It's about creating a positive feedback loop that enhances your overall effectiveness. When you trust in your ability to make sound decisions, you move through life with greater momentum. You're less likely to get bogged down in analysis paralysis or trapped in cycles of self-doubt. Moreover, reducing time wasted on indecision can dramatically increase your productivity and life satisfaction. Think about how much mental energy you expend when you're caught in the grip of indecision. That energy could be channeled into pursuing your goals, nurturing relationships, or engaging in personal growth. To truly grasp the power of this approach, we need to delve into the psychology of regret and its impact on time use. Regret is a complex emotion, often rooted in our perception of missed opportunities or poor choices. It's not just about feeling bad. Regret can shape our future behavior, sometimes in ways that limit our potential. When it comes to time management, regret can be particularly insidious. It might manifest as hesitation to commit to new projects, reluctance to delegate tasks, or a tendency to overwork in an attempt to make up for perceived past failures. Understanding these patterns is the first step towards breaking free from their grip. Identifying common sources of time-related regrets can be an enlightening exercise. These might include procrastination, saying yes to commitments that don't align with our values, or failing to invest in long-term goals. By recognizing these patterns, we can start to make more intentional choices that align with our true priorities. But how do we move from understanding regret to actually making better decisions? The key lies in anticipating future consequences. This isn't about becoming a fortune teller or trying to predict every possible outcome. Rather, it's about developing a habit of foresight in decision-making. Developing foresight means training yourself to look beyond the immediate implications of a choice. It involves asking questions like, how will I feel about this decision a week from now, a year from now, 5 years from now? This forward-thinking approach helps put current decisions in a broader context, making it easier to align choices with long-term goals and values. One powerful tool for developing foresight is scenario planning. This technique involves imagining different possible outcomes of a decision and thinking through their implications. By mentally exploring these scenarios, you can often uncover potential pitfalls or opportunities that might not be immediately apparent. Armed with this understanding and foresight, we can start making confident, regret-minimizing decisions. But what does this look like in practice? It starts with implementing a regret minimization framework. This isn't a rigid set of rules, but rather a flexible approach to decision-making that prioritizes long-term satisfaction over short-term convenience or comfort. A key element of this framework is the future self test. When faced with a decision, imagine your future self looking back on this moment. Which choice would that future self be most grateful for? Which would they regret the least? This simple mental exercise can often provide clarity in complex situations. Another important aspect of regret minimization is cultivating decisiveness in time management. This doesn't mean making rash decisions, but rather developing the ability to make timely choices based on the best available information. It's about finding the balance between gathering necessary information and avoiding analysis paralysis. To put these concepts into practice, try reflecting on past decisions to identify regrets. Look for patterns in the choices you've come to regret. Are they often related to a particular area of your life? Do they tend to involve short-term thinking or a failure to consider long-term consequences? This reflection can provide valuable insights into your decision-making tendencies. Next, practice using foresight techniques to anticipate outcomes. Start with small, everyday decisions and work your way up to more significant choices. For each decision, try to envision the potential consequences a week, a month, and a year down the line. Over time, this exercise will become more natural, allowing you to make more forward-thinking choices instinctively. As you implement these strategies, you'll likely notice some immediate benefits. At a basic level, you'll experience reduced second-guessing. You'll find yourself spending less time worrying about past decisions and more time focused on present actions and future possibilities. With consistent practice, you can achieve excellent results in the form of confident decision-making. You'll approach choices with a sense of clarity and purpose, trusting in your ability to make sound judgments based on a thoughtful consideration of long-term consequences. The best possible outcome is mastery of regret-free time management. This doesn't mean you'll never experience regret. That's an unrealistic and potentially unhealthy goal. Instead, it means you'll have the tools to make decisions that align so closely with your values and long-term objectives that regrets become rare and fleeting. However, as with any powerful approach, there are potential pitfalls to be aware of. One common issue is overanalyzing potential regrets. In an attempt to avoid any possibility of regret, you might find yourself caught in endless deliberation. The solution is to set decision deadlines. Give yourself a reasonable amount of time to consider a choice, then commit to making a decision by a specific point. Another potential problem is ignoring emotional factors in decision-making. While the regret minimization approach emphasizes rational consideration of long-term consequences, it's important to acknowledge that emotions play a valid role in our choices. The key is to recognize and address these emotions rather than trying to suppress them. Ask yourself not just what the logical choice is, but also what feels right on a gut level. As you continue to refine your ability to make regret-minimizing decisions, you'll likely find that your relationship with time itself begins to change. You'll move through your days with greater purpose and less anxiety, confident in your ability to navigate life's complexities. But even as you master the art of minimizing regrets, a new question emerges. How can we expand our perspective even further, considering not just the immediate future, but the full scope of time? In the next chapter, we'll explore a fascinating concept that can revolutionize your approach to time management. Get ready to discover how understanding different time frames can unlock new levels of effectiveness and fulfillment in your life. Chapter 6: Time Frames. Imagine standing on a mountaintop, surveying the landscape before you. In the immediate foreground, you see the details of rocks and plants at your feet. Further out, you observe rolling hills and winding rivers. On the horizon, distant peaks fade into the mist. Each view offers a different perspective, each valuable in its own right. Now, what if you could apply this same panoramic vision to how you manage your time and make decisions? This chapter introduces a powerful concept that can transform your approach to time management and decision-making. It's an idea that encourages you to zoom in and out, considering both the immediate details and the big picture simultaneously. As we explore this concept, you'll discover how to navigate the complex terrain of your life with greater clarity and purpose. But why is this perspective so crucial for mastering time management? The answer lies in the delicate balance between addressing immediate needs and pursuing long-term aspirations. Too often, we find ourselves caught up in the urgency of the moment, neglecting the bigger picture. Conversely, we might become so focused on distant goals that we overlook the importance of day-to-day actions. Balancing immediate needs with future goals is not just about time allocation, it's about creating a harmonious life where short-term actions and long-term visions align. When you master this balance, you'll find that your daily efforts naturally propel you towards your most cherished aspirations. Moreover, this approach enhances your strategic planning skills. By considering multiple time horizons simultaneously, you develop a more nuanced understanding of how present actions shape future outcomes. This broader perspective allows you to make more informed decisions, anticipate potential challenges, and seize opportunities that others might miss. To truly grasp the power of this approach, we need to delve into the concept of different time horizons. Traditionally, we often think in terms of short-term, days to weeks, mid-term, months to a year, and long-term, years to decades perspectives. Each of these timeframes offers unique insights and considerations. The short-term perspective focuses on immediate tasks and urgent matters. It's the realm of daily to-do lists, weekly goals, and pressing deadlines. This time frame is crucial for maintaining productivity and addressing immediate needs. The midterm perspective bridges the gap between daily actions and long-term aspirations. It's where quarterly goals, annual plans, and medium-range projects reside. This time frame helps ensure that short-term efforts are aligned with broader objectives. The long-term perspective encompasses your big-picture goals, life vision, and legacy. It's about where you want to be in 5, 10, or even 20 years. This time frame provides the overarching direction for all your efforts. Understanding these different time horizons is just the beginning. The real power comes from recognizing how these perspectives interact and influence each other. A decision that seems optimal in the short term might have negative long-term consequences. Conversely, a choice that appears challenging in the immediate future might yield significant benefits down the road. The impact of timeframes on decision-making cannot be overstated. When we expand our temporal perspective, we often find that our priorities shift. A task that seemed urgent in the moment might pale in importance when viewed through a longer lens. Similarly, an action that appeared insignificant in isolation might reveal itself as a crucial stepping stone towards a major goal. Balancing immediate actions and future outcomes is where the rubber meets the road in this approach. It's about developing strategies for short-term efficiency while keeping an eye on the long-term prize. This balance requires both tactical skill and strategic vision. For short-term efficiency, consider techniques like time blocking, the Pomodoro method, or daily prioritization exercises. These approaches help you make the most of your immediate time, ensuring that urgent tasks are addressed without losing sight of important but less pressing matters. Incorporating long-term vision into daily actions is equally crucial. This might involve starting each day by reviewing your long-term goals, or regularly asking yourself how your current tasks align with your broader objectives. It's about creating a constant dialogue between your present self and your future aspirations. To optimize decisions across timeframes, consider creating a multi-temporal decision matrix. This tool helps you evaluate choices based on their impact across different time horizons. For each decision, ask yourself, how will this affect me in the short term, in the midterm, in the long term? By considering all these perspectives, you can make more balanced and informed choices. Aligning daily actions with long-term goals is the ultimate aim of this approach. It's about creating a seamless connection between what you do today and where you want to be in the future. This alignment brings a sense of purpose and direction to even the most mundane tasks, infusing your daily life with meaning and motivation. To put these concepts into practice, try mapping out your tasks across different time frames. Take a current project or goal and break it down into short-term actions, mid-term milestones, and long-term objectives. This exercise can reveal connections and dependencies you might not have noticed before, helping you prioritize more effectively. Next, practice aligning your daily actions with long-term objectives. Start each day by identifying one task, no matter how small, that directly contributes to a long-term goal. Over time, this habit will help you maintain a constant connection between your present efforts and future aspirations. As you implement these strategies, you'll likely notice some immediate benefits. At a basic level, you'll experience improved balance between short-term and long-term tasks. You'll find yourself less overwhelmed by urgent matters and more focused on activities that truly matter in the grand scheme of things. With consistent practice, you can achieve excellent results in the form of consistent alignment of actions with strategic goals. Your daily life will begin to feel more purposeful, with a clear connection between what you're doing now and where you're headed. The best possible outcome is mastery of time-frame-based decision-making. At this level, you'll intuitively consider multiple time horizons in every choice you make. You'll navigate life with a panoramic perspective, making decisions that optimize outcomes across all time frames. However, as with any powerful approach, there are potential pitfalls to be aware of. One common issue is overemphasizing one time frame at the expense of others. You might become so focused on long-term goals that you neglect immediate needs, or so caught up in daily urgencies that you lose sight of the big picture. The solution is to regularly review your task distribution across different time frames, ensuring a balanced approach. Another potential problem is neglecting flexibility. While it's important to have a clear long-term vision, it's equally crucial to remain adaptable. The world changes, and your goals might evolve. The key is to allow for adjustments as needed, regularly reassessing your objectives and strategies across all time frames. As you continue to refine your ability to think and act across multiple time horizons, you'll likely find that your relationship with time itself begins to change. You'll move through your days with a greater sense of purpose and direction, confident in the knowledge that your actions are aligned with your broader life goals. But even as you master the art of balancing different time frames, a new challenge emerges. How can we make decisions more quickly and efficiently without sacrificing the depth of consideration we've cultivated? In the next chapter, we'll explore a fascinating concept that can supercharge your decision-making process. Get ready to discover how to accelerate thinking and take your time management skills to an entirely new level of speed and effectiveness. Chapter 7: Accelerate Thinking. In our fast-paced world, the ability to make quick yet sound decisions is more valuable than ever. Imagine if you could navigate life's complexities with the speed of a supercomputer and the wisdom of a sage. What if you could cut through the noise, zero in on what truly matters, and make choices that propel you forward with unprecedented momentum? This chapter introduces a powerful concept that can revolutionize your approach to decision-making and time management. It's an idea that challenges the notion that careful deliberation always leads to better outcomes. As we explore this concept, you'll discover how to harness the power of your mind to make faster, smarter choices without sacrificing quality. But why is this acceleration of thought so crucial for mastering time management? The answer lies in the sheer volume of decisions we face each day. From the moment we wake up to the time we go to bed, we're constantly making choices. Some are trivial, others life-altering, but each one consumes a portion of our mental energy and time. Increasing decision efficiency is not just about saving time, it's about freeing up mental resources for the decisions that truly matter. When you can quickly dispatch routine choices, you have more cognitive capacity to tackle complex problems and pursue creative endeavors. Moreover, reducing time spent on routine decisions can dramatically increase your overall productivity. Think about how much time you spend deliberating over relatively inconsequential matters. Now imagine reclaiming that time for more meaningful pursuits. The cumulative effect can be transformative. To truly grasp the power of this approach, we need to delve into the need for quick, quality decisions. In today's world, opportunities often come with expiration dates. The ability to make good decisions quickly can be the difference between seizing a golden opportunity and watching it slip away. Balancing speed and accuracy in decision-making is a delicate art. On one hand, we want to avoid rash decisions that we might later regret. On the other hand, excessive deliberation can lead to missed opportunities and wasted time. The key is to find the sweet spot where decisions are made quickly enough to be timely, but thoughtfully enough to be sound. Overcoming analysis paralysis is a crucial skill in this context. We've all experienced that feeling of being stuck, unable to move forward because we're overwhelmed by options or afraid of making the wrong choice. This paralysis is not only frustrating, but also incredibly time-consuming. Learning to break free from this mental gridlock is essential for accelerating your thinking. So how do we achieve this balance? The answer lies in leveraging mental shortcuts, or what psychologists call cognitive heuristics. These are simple, efficient rules that people often use to form judgments and make decisions. They're like the brain's way of taking shortcuts to arrive at solutions quickly. Understanding and applying cognitive heuristics doesn't mean making careless decisions. Rather, it's about recognizing patterns and using past experiences to inform current choices. For instance, the recognition heuristic suggests that if you recognize one option but not the other, the recognized option is often the better choice. While not foolproof, such heuristics can be surprisingly effective in many situations. Developing personal decision rules is another powerful way to accelerate your thinking. These are guidelines you create for yourself based on your values, goals, and past experiences. For example, you might decide that any commitment requiring more than 2 hours of your time needs to align with at least one of your top 3 priorities. Such rules can dramatically streamline your decision-making process. Implementing decision frameworks takes this concept a step further. These are structured approaches to decision-making that guide you through the process systematically. One popular framework is the WRAP method. Widen your options, reality test your assumptions, attain distance before deciding, and prepare to be wrong. Exploring effective decision-making models can provide you with a toolkit of strategies to apply in different situations. Some models focus on rational analysis, while others incorporate intuitive judgments. The key is to familiarize yourself with various approaches and learn when to apply each one. Adapting frameworks for personal use is crucial. No one-size-fits-all solution exists for decision-making. You need to tailor these tools to your unique circumstances, preferences, and the types of decisions you commonly face. Over time, you'll develop a personalized approach that allows you to make decisions with both speed and confidence. To put these concepts into practice, try identifying personal heuristics for common decisions. Reflect on choices you make regularly and look for patterns in your decision-making process. Are there certain criteria you always consider? Rules of thumb you rely on? Recognizing these can help you refine and consciously apply your personal heuristics. Next, practice using decision frameworks for complex choices. Start with a significant decision you're currently facing. Apply a structured framework to it, working through each step methodically. Pay attention to how this approach affects both the speed and quality of your decision-making. As you implement these strategies, you'll likely notice some immediate benefits. At a basic level, you'll experience faster decision-making. You'll find yourself spending less time agonizing over choices and more time taking action. With consistent practice, you can achieve excellent results in the form of consistent decision quality. You'll make good choices more reliably, even under time pressure. This consistency comes from having well-established mental shortcuts and decision frameworks to fall back on. The best possible outcome is mastery of efficient and effective decision processes. At this level, you'll seamlessly integrate various decision-making tools and techniques, applying them intuitively to a wide range of situations. Your thinking will become both rapid and nuanced, allowing you to navigate complex scenarios with ease. However, as with any powerful approach, there are potential pitfalls to be aware of. One common issue is over-reliance on shortcuts. While heuristics can be incredibly useful, they can also lead to biases if applied indiscriminately. The solution is to regularly evaluate your decision outcomes. Reflect on the choices you've made and their consequences. This feedback loop will help you refine your approach over time. Another potential problem is ignoring unique contexts. While frameworks and personal rules can streamline decision-making, it's important to recognize when a situation calls for a fresh perspective. The key is to customize your frameworks as needed, remaining flexible and open to new information. As you continue to refine your ability to accelerate your thinking, you'll likely find that your relationship with decision-making fundamentally changes. You'll approach choices with a sense of confidence and clarity, moving through life with greater momentum and purpose. But even as you master the art of quick, quality decisions, a new question emerges. How can we integrate all these skills and strategies into a cohesive approach to time management and decision-making? In the next chapter, we'll explore a concept that brings together everything we've learned so far. Get ready to discover what it means to become the wise decider and how this ultimate state of mastery can transform every aspect of your life. Chapter 8, The Wise Decider. Throughout our journey, we've explored various strategies and concepts to master time management. But what does it truly mean to be a master of time? Is it simply about being efficient, or is there something more profound at play? As we delve into this final chapter, we'll uncover the essence of what it means to be a wise decider, a concept that goes beyond mere productivity to encompass a holistic approach to life and decision-making. Imagine someone who navigates life with a sense of calm purpose, making choices that consistently align with their deepest values and long-term goals. This person isn't just good at managing their schedule, they've developed an intuitive understanding of how to invest their time for maximum fulfillment and impact. This is the wise decider, and in this chapter, we'll explore how you can become one. But why is this concept so crucial for mastering time management? The answer lies in the difference between short-term efficiency and long-term effectiveness. While the strategies we've discussed so far can certainly help you get more done in less time, true mastery comes from a deeper understanding of how your choices shape your life over the long haul. Achieving holistic time mastery means integrating all the skills and insights we've explored into a cohesive approach to life. It's about seeing the big picture while still being able to focus on the details when necessary. This holistic view allows you to make decisions that not only serve your immediate needs, but also contribute to your long-term vision. Moreover, this approach is key to sustaining long-term success. It's one thing to implement time management techniques for a few weeks or months. It's another to maintain those habits over years and decades. The wise decider understands that true mastery is a lifelong journey, not a destination. To become a wise decider, we need to start by integrating the time mastery strategies we've learned. This isn't about rigidly applying every technique we've discussed, but rather about synthesizing these concepts into a flexible, personalized approach. Think of it as creating your own time management philosophy, one that reflects your unique values, goals, and circumstances. Developing this personalized approach involves reflecting on which strategies resonate most strongly with you and have proven most effective in your life. Perhaps you've found that the concept of decision triggers has dramatically streamlined your daily routine. Or maybe the idea of minimizing regrets has transformed how you approach major life choices. The key is to identify the core principles that work for you and weave them into a coherent system. But becoming a wise decider isn't just about applying techniques. It's about cultivating wisdom in your approach to time management. This wisdom comes from a combination of experience and reflection. It's about learning from your successes and failures, constantly refining your approach based on real-world outcomes. The role of experience in developing wisdom cannot be overstated. Each decision you make, each strategy you implement, provides valuable data about what works and what doesn't in your unique situation. But experience alone isn't enough. It must be paired with thoughtful reflection. Regular self-assessment allows you to extract meaningful insights from your experiences, gradually building a deep well of personal wisdom to draw from in future decisions. Continuous learning and adaptation are also crucial elements of the wise decider's approach. The world is constantly changing, and what worked yesterday may not be as effective tomorrow. Stay curious, remain open to new ideas, and be willing to adjust your strategies as circumstances evolve. This flexibility is what allows you to maintain mastery over time, even as the landscape around you shifts. Becoming a lifelong time master is the ultimate goal of the wise decider. This involves setting long-term time mastery goals that go beyond simple productivity metrics. Instead of just aiming to get more done, consider goals like achieving a better work-life balance, aligning your daily activities more closely with your core values, or developing the ability to stay focused and present in an increasingly distracted world. Strategies for sustained time management success often involve creating systems and habits that support your goals over the long term. This might include regular review sessions to assess your progress and adjust your approach, building a support network of like-minded individuals who share your commitment to time mastery, or developing rituals that help you stay connected to your deeper purpose. To put these concepts into practice, try reflecting on how you can integrate the various strategies we've discussed into your daily life. Which techniques have resonated most strongly with you? How can you combine them in a way that feels natural and sustainable? This reflection process is the first step towards developing your personalized time mastery approach. Next, set some long-term goals for continuous improvement in your time management skills. These goals should be ambitious yet achievable, pushing you to grow while still being realistic. Remember, the journey of the wise decider is ongoing. There's always room for refinement and growth. As you implement these strategies, you'll likely notice some immediate benefits. At a basic level, you'll experience more consistent application of time mastery strategies. You'll find yourself naturally incorporating these concepts into your daily decision-making, leading to improved productivity and a greater sense of control over your time. With continued practice, you can achieve excellent results in the form of a fully developed, personalized time management system. This system will be uniquely tailored to your needs and preferences, allowing you to navigate life's complexities with greater ease and confidence. The best possible outcome is achieving mastery of lifelong time management. At this level, effective time use becomes second nature. You'll make decisions with a deep understanding of their long-term implications, consistently aligning your actions with your most important goals and values. This mastery brings a profound sense of fulfillment and purpose to every aspect of your life. However, as with any powerful approach, there are potential pitfalls to be aware of. One common issue is overcomplicating your strategies. In the pursuit of perfection, you might create an overly complex system that becomes burdensome to maintain. The solution is to regularly simplify and focus on key areas. Remember, the goal is to enhance your life, not to create additional stress. Another potential problem is resistance to change. As you develop your time mastery skills, you might become attached to certain strategies or routines even when they're no longer serving you well. The key is to embrace flexibility and adaptability. Regularly reassess your approach and be willing to let go of techniques that are no longer effective. As you continue on your journey to becoming a wise decider, you'll likely find that your relationship with time itself begins to transform. You'll move through life with a sense of purpose and clarity, making decisions that not only serve your immediate needs but also contribute to your long-term vision. Time will no longer feel like an adversary to be conquered, but a valuable resource to be wisely invested. But even as you master the art of wise decision-making, a new question emerges. How can we expand our perspective even further, considering not just our personal goals and values, but the broader context of time itself? In the final chapter, we'll explore a fascinating concept that can add a whole new dimension to your time mastery skills. Get ready to discover the power of time perspective and how it can provide the ultimate framework for living a purposeful, balanced life. Chapter 9, Time Perspective. As we reach the culmination of our journey through time mastery, we arrive at a concept that ties everything together and elevates our understanding to a new level. Time perspective is not just another technique or strategy, it's a fundamental shift in how we perceive and interact with time itself. This final chapter will reveal how adopting a holistic time perspective can transform your life in ways you might never have imagined. Throughout this book, you've learned powerful strategies for managing your time more effectively. You've discovered how to make better decisions, minimize regrets, and accelerate your thinking. But now, we're going to zoom out and look at the bigger picture. Imagine being able to see your life not just as a series of moments or tasks, but as a grand tapestry woven from threads of past, present, and future. This is the essence of time perspective. The mastery of intentional time use that you've gained through this book is about to be supercharged. By understanding and applying time perspective theory, you'll be able to make choices that are not only efficient in the moment, but also aligned with your long-term vision and informed by your past experiences. This holistic view will empower you to navigate life with unprecedented clarity and purpose. Your decision-making skills, already enhanced by the techniques we've explored, will reach new heights. You'll be able to consider not just the immediate consequences of your choices, but also their long-term implications and how they fit into the broader context of your life story. This multidimensional thinking will lead to decisions that are more nuanced, more impactful, and more satisfying. But the benefits of mastering time perspective extend far beyond personal productivity. One of the most profound impacts you'll notice is in your relationships. By developing a more balanced time perspective, you'll become more present and engaged in your interactions with others. You'll be able to give your full attention to the people in your life, free from the distractions of past regrets or future anxieties. Moreover, your improved time management skills will create more space in your life for meaningful connections. You'll find yourself with increased availability for the people and activities that truly matter to you. Imagine being able to fully enjoy time with loved ones without the nagging feeling that you should be doing something else. This is the gift that time perspective mastery offers. The transformation in your capabilities will be remarkable. You'll achieve a consistent alignment of actions with goals that may have eluded you before. Every choice you make, from the smallest daily decision to life-altering commitments, will be infused with purpose and intention. You'll move through life with a sense of direction and momentum that comes from knowing each step is taking you closer to your vision of the future. Perhaps most importantly, you'll develop the ability to make confident, regret-free decisions. By considering your choices from multiple time perspectives, you'll be able to anticipate potential outcomes more accurately and choose paths that align with your values and long-term aspirations. The weight of indecision and second-guessing will lift, replaced by a sense of clarity and conviction. As you continue to practice the concepts from this book, you'll find that your results improve with less and less effort. Efficient time management habits will become second nature, freeing up mental energy for higher-level thinking and creativity. Your decision-making processes will undergo ongoing refinement, becoming more intuitive and effective over time. To fully grasp the power of time perspective, we need to understand its theoretical foundations. Time perspective theory posits that individuals tend to have dominant orientations towards the past, present, or future. Those with a past orientation often dwell on previous experiences, either nostalgically or with regret. Present-oriented individuals focus on immediate pleasures or concerns, sometimes at the expense of future consequences. Future-oriented people are goal-driven and plan ahead, but may miss out on present joys. The impact of these time perspectives on decision-making is profound. A person with a strong past orientation might be overly cautious, missing opportunities due to previous setbacks. A present-focused individual might make impulsive choices without considering long-term consequences. A future-oriented person might sacrifice too much in the present for goals that may change. The key to mastering time perspective is developing a balanced approach that draws on the strengths of each orientation. This balance allows you to learn from your past, fully engage with the present, and plan effectively for the future. It's about being able to shift your perspective as needed, rather than being locked into a single view of time. Developing this balanced time perspective involves cultivating present moment awareness while maintaining a connection to your future goals. Mindfulness practices can help you become more attuned to the present, allowing you to fully experience and appreciate each moment. At the same time, techniques like visualization and goal setting can keep you connected to your long-term vision. Integrating these time perspectives for optimal decision-making is where the true magic happens. You'll learn to use past experiences not as limitations, but as valuable data to inform your present choices. You'll develop the ability to align your daily actions with your future aspirations, creating a sense of coherence and purpose in everything you do. As you master time perspective, you'll discover a profound truth. Time is not just a resource to be managed, but a dimension to be navigated. You'll move through life with a sense of fluidity and purpose, able to zoom in on the present moment or out to the big picture as needed. This dynamic relationship with time will infuse every aspect of your life with meaning and intention. The ultimate payoff of mastering time perspective is nothing less than a transformation of your entire life experience. You'll no longer feel at the mercy of time, always racing against the clock or mourning lost opportunities. Instead, you'll become the architect of your temporal reality, shaping your experiences and outcomes with wisdom and intention. Imagine waking up each day with a clear sense of purpose, knowing that your actions are aligned with your deepest values and long-term vision. Picture yourself moving through your day with presence and focus, fully engaged in each moment while still connected to your broader life narrative. Envision making decisions with confidence and ease, free from the burden of regret or anxiety about the future. This is the gift that time perspective mastery offers, a life lived in harmony with the flow of time itself. It's not just about doing more or achieving more, but about experiencing life more fully and authentically. You'll find a deep sense of satisfaction and fulfillment that comes from knowing you're making the most of every moment, creating a life story that resonates with meaning and purpose. As you close the pages of this book, you're now equipped with powerful strategies to make the most of your time. However, mastering time is just the first step in your journey to peak performance. To truly excel, you need to transform your daily routine into a well-oiled machine for success. But how can you consistently plan, execute, and achieve your goals day after day? The answer lies in developing a rock-solid daily system that aligns with your newfound time mastery skills. For the ultimate guide to creating this system and taking your productivity to the next level, don't miss the audiobook, Master Your Day, Plan, Execute, Achieve. Tap the center of the video now to continue your transformation journey.